everyone. So I wanted to come and talk to you real briefly about some of the products that I use on my Sisterlocks to maintain them. And so one of the great things about Sisterlocks is that unlike when you have like loose natural hair, it really doesn't require a whole lot of products to maintain them. And that kind of freedom does take a little bit of time to get used to, but it is very nice the fact that you don't have to use a lot of products on your Sisterlocks to maintain them. So the main thing that you'll need is a product to keep your scalp clean or shampoo. You also will need a moisturizer, and that's really it, especially when your Sisterlocks are in kind of the baby stage like mine are in. At the time of this video, I'm finishing up almost my second month, and so my locks are still not officially locked. Sisterlocks, if you don't already know, locks from the tip to the root. So it takes a little while for your hair to actually transition from kind of this curly stage, like you can see on my end, to it being fully locked. Once your locks are fully locked, then you can be a little bit more adventurous with products and things that you can use on your locks. But in the baby stage, you want to keep things nice and simple, which for me is not a problem. I welcome simplicity. So let me first talk to you about some of the shampoos I've tried. So the first shampoo I tried was actually this. This is the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. And this was actually the product my Sisterlock consultant recommended that I use to prep my loose natural hair for installation day. Now, when I was getting my locks installed, I did ask my consultant, can I continue to use this product on my locks even after she finished installing them? And she said, what you need to do is use the Sisterlock starter shampoo first. And then once you deplete that, then you can transition to the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. So I have tried this shampoo. And the Sisterlock Starter Shampoo, when you get your locks installed, your consultant should give you a starter kit, and included will be a 4-ounce bottle of the Sisterlock Starter Shampoo. So I have done what my Sisterlock consultant said. I did use this product. It took me about a month to complete the whole bottle. And then I transitioned over to using the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. One of the things that I noticed is when I use the Suave shampoo, and this is like going into probably like towards the end of my first month and completing my second month, I noticed before I went to go for my second retightening, which was very recent, that some of my locks were coming loose. Not enough for me to be completely terrified or paranoid, but enough where I was kind of like, I don't know if my hair is quite ready for the Suave shampoo yet. So both of these products work well. They work on cleansing the scalp and the hair well. But for my starter locks, I feel like that this may be actually a little bit too conditioning, which is something that you really want to avoid when you're encouraging your hair to go through the lock process. You don't want to use products on your hair that condition or soften the hair, because that goes against the locking process. So what I'm going to do for this next month, going into my third month of having my locks, is I'm going to transition back to using the Sisterlock Starter Shampoo. And I actually went ahead and purchased the 8-ounce version of the same shampoo. What I'm considering doing is at the end of my third month, doing a battle of the shampoo video, just so I can come back to you and tell you my thoughts about how my hair is with the Sisterlock Starter Shampoo versus how it is with the Suave. And I can give you more details as far as consistency, how I use them, etc., and can tell you which one I'm really going to stick with for the duration of kind of the early stages. The reason why I want to do a battle of the shampoo is because I've tried this already. I've tried this, and I want to go back and just revisit using this so I can really have a clear idea of which one is really better in the long run for my locks being in this early stage. So I have a hunch it'll be this one, but I want to be for sure. So I'm going to give myself an additional month using the Sisterlock shampoo, and then do a battle of the shampoos video for you so that you can see maybe what type may work best, especially when you have newer locks like I do. So stay tuned for a battle of the shampoo video about these two shampoo products. I will put a link in the description box below for the Sisterlock shampoo. So if you need to repurchase your own, I'll put a link in the bottom so you can have access to the site to get this shampoo. So when you're applying shampoo, regardless of which one you use, you really want to focus mostly on the scalp. And the way that you wash Sisterlocks shampoo is you take your locks in sections, loosely braid them, tie them at the end with the ouchless, rubber band, an ouchless band, and then you just stay at the root with the actual product itself, and then rinse it out. That's basically how you're supposed to wash your Sisterlocks, especially when they're new like mine are. So now that we've covered shampoos, let's talk about moisturizers. Now, just like with loose natural hair, the best moisturizer is always going to be water, right? So you always want to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair with water. But it would be nice to add something to the mix, right? To add to the conditioning and nourishment of your hair. Now, one of the things my Sisterlock consultant has told me is that I really need to stay away from all oils, all creams, like all of that has to go to the wayside, right? With Sisterlocks, because one, you don't need them, and two, they go against the locking process. But one of the things that my Sisterlock consultant did recommend was rose water. So what I do is in this spray bottle, and this is a mister bottle that I got from Sally Beauty, what I do is I put 1 part rose water and I fill the rest of the bottle with regular standard bottled drinking water. So one of the things my Sisterlock consultant in their shop sells is food grade rose water. This is different from the rose waters that you get in most of your stores because those rose waters have rose oil in them. But again, my consultant says try to stay away from oils. So they sell this brand of rose water. Now, if you're like me, I didn't even know that there was food grade rose water, but there is. And so this brand Corta is what they sell in their store. And you can also get this on Amazon as well. And so I'll put a link in the description box below regarding where you can get this particular type of rose water if you want to try it. As you can see, I'm almost done with it, but I mean, I've had this for the whole time I've had my lock. So you can see that I'm not using a whole lot at a time. So a few bottles should last you a little while. But again, I put 1 part this product. I put that much in here, and then I take a standard regular old water bottle and fill up the rest of the bottle with this kind of water. Now, if you don't drink bottled water, my family, we drink bottled water, so this is very readily available for me. But if you don't drink bottled water, use tap water if you want and mix it with your rose water. But this is just a recommended mist to moisturize and nourish and condition your hair without having oils and creams. So I basically use this really multiple times a day if I want to, but definitely I would say once to twice a day. So I'll use it as a mister on my hair in the morning just to kind of wake my hair up. And then I also use it at night before I tie my hair down. So that's how I use it. But really, you can use this as, if you want to use it 4 or 5 times a day, you can. So use as much as you want. And I really like using a mister bottle on my hair as opposed to a traditional spray bottle because I like how it just lightly applies the moisture to my hair. And I like that better than a traditional spray bottle. So consider giving yourself a mister bottle. These are not that expensive. So if you have a Sally Beauty or another beauty supply, they probably will carry their variation of this. But again, this is just a mister bottle, inexpensive mister bottle. Now, when I was a loose natural, one of the things I always wanted to learn when I watched how-to videos is how do you maintain your hair at night? Right? Like I can get it to look right during the day, but how do I get this to look nice the next day? And how do I take care of the hair at night? So I do want to kind of add, these are not necessarily products, but this is a way that I'm maintaining my hair at this point. So it's really important, just like when you have loose natural hair, to tie up your hair and protect your hair overnight. Now, one thing you could do is use a satin pillowcase, which I still sleep on. I slept on for years while I had loose natural hair. I still sleep on it now, but one of the things my consultant says that may be a concern about laying directly on the satin pillowcase without covering your hair is that oils from your skin and your hair can get onto the pillowcase and then get on the hair. So what I've done along with sleeping on the satin pillowcase to protect it even more is I do tie my hair up or cover it with a satin type wrap at night. So I have 2 types just because I had them, so there's no real reason why. But this is basically a traditional bonnet. It's an oversized bonnet, and so this is a satin product as well. And then this is more almost like a do-rag, like guys use for waves. It's kind of like this, but they have the female version. And so this just goes over the head and ties around. And so these are the two products I have. And I set my hair by putting one of these on at night and then sleeping on my satin pillowcase just in case one of these comes off at night. So I don't do both, one or the other. And I've got both of these again at Sally Beauty. But you can get it probably at if you're in the United States, you can probably go to Walmart, Target, sometimes even your local pharmacies and buy something very similar. But these were very inexpensive. The key is just really it's more of the material than the style. You just want to have something that's more satiny, so that way you're not stripping your hair of moisture and you're preventing frizz and all those things that happen when you use cotton to tie down your hair instead. So this is like the shortest product video I have ever done because it's really very, very simple. So if you do have some questions, leave in the comments below. Again, loving the engagement that you're having with me. So again, if you have questions, let me know down below, and I'll come to you pretty soon with that battle of the shampoo video so we can see which one is really going to work, especially for a starter Sisterlocks. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care.